I want to present to you five key verifiable steps that you need to take to secure your land investment in Lagos and to avoid scams. But investing in land and properties in Lagos is extremely profitable. But if you are not well guided, you may lose your money. So it is very important for you to know the steps to take to be able to buy land or property securely in Lagos and in the process safeguard your investment. So let's go. The first step you need to take is to verify ownership through title verification. And verify through ownership. The person that is selling the property or the person that's supposed to own the property is the person or organization, the real owners. This is foundational. So it's very important. Otherwise, you may be entering into a problem with your two eyes open. So how do you do the verification? Number one, request key land ownership documents. Documents such as deed of assignment, certificate of occupancy, or governor's consent. This is primary, this is foundational. If whoever is trying to sell land to you does not have this document and cannot say anything about this document, is a no-no, is a red flag. And when you have access to this document, number two, cross-check this document at Lagos State Land Registry. Ensure that the organization or the individual or the family claiming ownership are the actual owners. So by this cross-checking, you'll be able to recognize the risk of fraudulent sellers so that this will ensure that you don't fall into the hand of fake people. Okay? So by so doing, you confirm this seller's legal authority and ownership. This is very important. Now, the next thing you need to do is that you need to request for the land survey plan. Land survey plan and land allocation is very important. So you obtain and verify the land plan, very important. Ensure the land plan is properly registered to confirm legal recognition. If it's not registered, it's not to be trusted. So, and when you get the land registry, it's very important that you make physical verification. Ensure that where the land is supposed to be located as is in the land survey is actually where the land is located. Because sometimes people will give you a land survey, but where the land is supposed to be located is not where the land they are showing you is. It's a no, it's a red flag. Okay, so it's very important. Then check also the status of the land from the survey plan. Check if the land is free. Check if the land is under government acquisition. Check if the land is in any way has any restriction in the future. If you this check will help you to avoid challenges tomorrow. That is very important. So use accurate survey plan to protect your investment. It's very important. And then this survey plan, make sure you cross-check with the Office of the Surveyor General of Lagos State or Land and Physical Planning Office. That's very important. Then the next thing you need to do is to make sure there is no encumbrances. There is no legal tussle. So check encumbrances and family or community dispute. This is very important. There has been cases where somebody sell a family land without the consent of families. and then you buy a land, and then your legal tussle begin. This is a nightmare you don't want to get yourself involved in. So investigate family and community dispute involving the land. Make sure there is no dispute, no family dispute, no community dispute. This is very, very important. Request a land information certificate from the land registry. This will help you to know the true status of the land in question. It's very, very important. So, and then make it clear that you want to perform due diligence. You have to get a lawyer involved. And if the seller or sellers are not very comfortable, it's a red flag. So make sure that you do proper diligence to ensure that you are not buying land that is under dispute. The fourth thing you need to check is zoning and government approval. Lands are zoned in Lagos. There are lands that are made for residential purposes. There are land that are meant for commercial purposes. There are land that are meant for agricultural purposes. There are places that are marked for drainages. So you need to check zoning status with the Lagos State Physical Planning and Urban Development Authority. Very, very important. So that you are not buying land for residential purpose in an agricultural, in a place that had a mark for agricultural purpose, or in a place that is a mark for drainage in the future. If you do that, you are sure to lose the land tomorrow. So it's very important. It's very important that you verify land zoning category. If you are buying for residential, make sure that that area is marked for residential. If you are buying for agricultural, make sure those areas are marked for agricultural. If you are buying for commercial, make sure those areas are marked for commercial. This is very, very important so that you don't fall foul of the law. Then the next thing is ensure, I've said this before, but it's important to say it again, ensure credibility and payment terms. Very, very important. Check the credibility of the seller, check the credibility of the family, check the credibility of the organization selling the land to you, and also ensure you don't pay with cash, physical cash. Don't pay with physical cash. Make sure you're paying with a check or transfer that is traceable. Make payment through traceable means. Very, very important. And also sign deeds of assignment immediately after payment. That's very, very important if you want to buy land with a peace of mind. Make sure that every payment and every money you are giving out is easily traceable. Is easily traceable. So don't give anybody any cash, no matter how small, whether it's part payment, full payment. Don't pay with cash. Pay either through transfer or through check, so that your payment is traceable. That's very, very important. And then make sure you involve a professional. If you're buying a land, involve a professional. Either get a lawyer or get a real estate consultant. That's very, very important. Don't just, you may just spend a little money, getting this. I say little money because it's little compared to legal challenges and possibly losing your land if you don't, if you fall into the hand of terrible people. Please make sure that you are guided by professionals who understand what is involved in getting, in buying your land. They will help you to verify the documents, help you to uncover hidden risks, help you prevent unnecessary stress and financial loss, and make sure that they cover your back. It's very, very important. And then finally, these are still the five steps. Ensure check ownership and title. Make sure they are valid, they are registered. Very, very important. Then check survey plan and location. Make sure the survey plan is registered. Make sure that where the survey plan is saying the land is where the land actually is. Make sure there's no encumbrances and disputes between families, between communities. Make sure there's no legal challenge surrounding that land or property. Make sure that the land is within the government zones, approved zones. Make sure that there's a proper zoning status. Get that from last part. That's very important. And then finally, ensure, verify the seller credibility and ensure that in making payment, you don't pay with cash. Pay in a way that your payment is traceable, your payment, so that somebody cannot say tomorrow you didn't give him money. Immediately you make payment, make sure that you sign your deed of assignment. That's very, very important. So that's very, very important. So we have there's a document we put together called Lagos Buyers Guide. And access to that document is somewhere in the comment section. It's absolutely free. It shows you the steps and the actions that you need to take and the path you need to follow to ensure that in getting a land in Lagos, you are not shortchanged. You don't fall into the hand of the wrong guys. Thank you for watching.